All your knockouts is spectacular. You know what that means? All this good stuff happening to you. You know what that means? That you're favored by God. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You know that, right? But this is something that you may not know too. When you're favored by God, you're also favored by the devil.
Brother.
What's up, guys? It's been a bit of a slow news week. God damn, I've been doing this intro for fucking 30 fucking minutes, It's been a bit of a slow news week. Belal Muhammad, he's over here still talking about Islam like some ex that left him or something. Nickal, he actually wasn't coping. He did an interview with Ari Hawani. He wasn't coping. But I don't want to talk about the whole interview. I just want to talk about this specific moment. And then we got some other small things like Ilia Topuria. And then we got something real good at the end. Something involving Daniel Cormier. So just stay tuned at the end. You're probably just going to skip ahead. But just stay tuned. Please watch the whole thing. Like and sub. Let's get right into it. Belal Muhammad. He says he would rather move up to 185 before ever fighting Islam Makhachev. So let's read the quote from Mr. Belal Muhammad. The loyalty means more than anything. I'd move up before fighting Islam. If I get 2 wins, 2 title defenses, and I can start looking to move up when I'm looking at 185, I think it's an easy division for myself. Me and Islam can go double champ back to back. That doesn't make any sense. Because how would you move? How would he become double champ if you move? Well, I guess he would relinquish the belt is what he's saying. But this guy's got to be the most... Belal Muhammad, it's so funny to me because this guy did one training camp with Team Khabib and Team Makhachev. One training camp. This guy trained with them one time. He worked with them one time. And now he's been pushing this sort of narrative that how dare I fight my brother? This guy's my brother. This guy is like, I can't fight this guy. This guy is my... It's actually kind of insane because, again, these guys are not related. These guys are not like Aljamain and Merab that are like neighbors and they live literally across the street from each other and they've been training for years and years and years. They're not really like a part of the same gym. You know, they're not related. Like, again, they're not related in any way. But this guy is like so adamant. He can't fight Islam. I can't fight Islam. I can't fight Islam. I can't fight Islam. Islam Makhachev does not have the same energy. That's just what it is. Islam Makhachev, now, he's not explicitly said he'll fight Belal Muhammad, but he has been putting off this energy of like, you know, I want to move up to welterweight, like, you know, I want to move up to, like, he's been pushing for it, you know, and I think, unfortunately, if Belal retains against JDM, you know, hopefully not, but if Belal retains against JDM, I mean, the only positive would be that might guarantee us getting Islam Ilia, but nonetheless, if Belal retains at UFC 315, I think Islam would still heavily consider moving up and facing him. I'm sorry. I think it's retarded that Belal Muhammad is so against facing this guy. Why? You did one training camp with this guy. Maybe he welcomed you into his home. Maybe you shook hands with his wife or something. I don't know. Maybe he made you a nice dinner. Maybe he said you're a nice guy and patted you on the back. But you're really going to like suck this guy's fucking penis and just... I would rather move up to fucking heavyweight than fight Makhachev. And he didn't say heavyweight. He said middleweight, which, by the way, he would have zero chance at middleweight. But nonetheless, he would rather move to middleweight than fight Islam Makhachev. And it's not really a fight I want to see, to be honest. I don't care to see it. But I truly, genuinely believe that Islam Makhachev, if he really wants that welterweight belt, he's not gonna care who's champ. Even if you're Belal Muhammad. It's just so ridiculous to me. He's been doing this for months. Like, this is the first time I've spoken about it in a video, but he's actually been doing this for months and months. Since probably before I've started MMA YouTube, Belal's been pushing this whole thing of like, this guy's my brother. These guys are my brothers. Bro, just because you both are Muslim doesn't mean shit. Because if every Christian fighter had that same mentality, oh, I can't fight another Christian, we would never get fights ever again. Like, no one would ever fight. Bryce Mitchell and Gene Silva would have never fought. So it's ridiculous to me that, and look, it's not like, it's only really Belal that's doing this. Again, I truly do believe Makhachev would fight Belal Muhammad. I truly do. I think Makhachev doesn't view Belal Muhammad the same way, Belal views him. But I just don't know why. Is it like, does he not want to fight Islam? Is it just like, maybe it's a case of like, he worked with Islam. He maybe told or gave Islam a lot of tips that if they were to fight, could be an advantage for Islam. You know, if you think about it, if they really worked together and Belal gave him a couple tips like, hey, you know, when I shoot for a single leg and, you know, I turn my wrist this way and blah, 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 maybe he feels like he's given Islam that advantage. So if they were to fight, Islam might have a leg up. But you would imagine it goes both ways. You would imagine Islam probably told Belal some things, some strategies and some tips. I don't know. I just don't know why he's so adamant on not fighting this guy. He wants to move up. I also, and again, I said this, I think he gets destroyed at middleweight. Now, there's favorable matchups for him up there. Yeah, sure. Like, he could maybe be, he could be like an Adesanya. Strickland, I mean, man, Strickland is apparently like 230 outside of camp. That's what I heard. Maybe he could beat Strickland. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't even think so. You know? Strickland might be too strong for him. If DDP can't take down Strickland, I don't think Belal can. Hamzat would, almost said a word, grape. Hamzat would destroy him, would grape him. You guys know. Hamzat would destroy Belal Muhammad. Dricus du Plessis would destroy Belal Muhammad. If I think Dricus beats Hamzat, why would I pick Belal to beat fucking Dricus then? If I think Dricus beats Hamzat, he's destroying Belal. It's not even a question, bro. So it would be career retardation for Belal to move up to middleweight at this stage. And he's not young. He's not young. At least at JDM, maybe he could put on a little more muscle. JDM wouldn't. JDM's perfect for welterweight. Even though sometimes he looks a bit shit on the scales, he's perfect for welterweight. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know this narrative from Belal about him not wanting to fight Islam so bad. It's just so weird to me. And there was a quote from Belal like earlier this week, like, you know, if I'm Islam, I'm starting my next camp because, and I'm not waiting for the main event of 315 because I'm retaining. I'm bringing it back home to Chicago or something. So just start your camp already. Because there was that rumor that Islam is waiting to see the result of Belal versus JDM, which that in itself is also retarded. Because why are you waiting for a fight that's taking place? Like, just why don't you just fight and then fight Belal or JDM down the line? Like, I don't know. It's just this whole thing is just very odd. Again, the loyalty means more than anything. Why do you have so much loyalty to this guy you did one training camp with? If this was a Marab talking about Aljamain, I'd be like, all right. You know? The loyalty means more than anything. You guys did one camp. You guys are not training partners. You guys don't fight in the same gym. You guys aren't related. You just met the guy. It's like if a guy fucks a stripper for one night and then the next day, it's like if a guy fucks a stripper one time, right? Or even a week. Let's say him and the stripper, they've been together for about a week. Then she goes off to back being a stripper, you know, and he's like, you know, I really love that girl, you know, I really am in love with her. And it's like, Belal, move on, bro. This guy does not care about you the same way you care about him. It's very clear. You never see yes or no, guys? Do you see quotes from Islam like, brother, I have so much loyalty for Belal, brother, that I love this guy, brother? No, you never see these quotes from Islam. You only see it from one side, and that's Belal's cross-eyed side. Look, Belal, I have a cross-eye too. It's okay. But it's It's just stupid. That's all I want to say. It's stupid. Belal needs to move on with his life. And so does Makhachev. Makhachev, stop waiting for the result of JDM, but just fight already, bro. We want to see you guys fight. When I say you guys, I mean, I don't want to see Islam Belal. I mean, I want to see them fight separately. I don't really care to see Islam versus Belal anyway, so it's not like, oh man, Belal doesn't want to fight Makhachev. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck about the fight. In fact, stylistically, I'm more excited by an Islam JDM fight than I would be an Islam Belal fight. That's just me personally. I mean, this might have a bit of storyline behind it, especially like maybe if there's a bit of beef, if they couldn't fake a bit of beef or something. I still would much rather see JDM versus Islam, but it is what it is. Moving on to Bo Nickal, I thought it was pretty funny. He mentions how basically these people that have his number were trolling him. Let's just react to this. I promise it wasn't me, Bo. It wasn't me.
I even got some texts personally from people that were trying to put me down in a way. And when I see that, it honestly, like, it doesn't make me mad. It just makes me sad because I just think there's a lot of that negativity in the world, and I don't know. It makes me sad.
People who have your number, who are like some sort of, like they're close to you in some kind of way, they're texting you crap.
I've had a couple people like that, and I think that again, like, it makes me sad. It makes me like really like, wow, like, I don't know. Kicking somebody when they're down is
Look, I don't know. Does Bo Nickal deserve to be trolled this hard? Like, to be honest with you, like, this was one clip, but other than this clip, I mean, this clip is fine, really, but he was very humble, and I respect that. He wasn't making excuses. Like, dude, you see former world champions like Alex Pereira and Charles Oliveira in the past, like with the Makhachev fight. We've seen former world champions, world-class fighters make all kinds of excuses. I didn't feel like myself that day. I was sick. I had a toe injury. My pinky snapped. All kinds of excuses. He didn't make any. So much respect to Bo Nickal. If he has this mindset, I think he could go far in the sport. I want him to. I really want him to, and I think the UFC does as well because they put a lot of stock into this guy. So I think it's for the best if he makes it, let's just say. But this was pretty weird. Like, he's getting texts from his own friends trolling him. I'm not sure. But then again, Bo, you can't be surprised because you literally was like, dude, once I get to the top, these guys are going to see a new level. And he was saying all kinds of crap. So you can't talk shit, Bo, and then not expect to get some back. In some smaller news, Ilia Topuria looks like Brock Lesnar at lightweight. I thought you guys said he was going to be small. I thought you guys said he was going to be the Pee Wee Herman of lightweight. Yeah, he's short. Volk is the same size, by the way. But yeah, he's short. But, hello? It seems like Ilia Topuria has figured out how to bench press and dumbbell freaking curl. So we'll see him at lightweight. I'll be very interested in seeing. But this is just a smaller thing. Yeah. We are in good shape for lightweight, yeah. And finally, Daniel Cormier has shown his recent physique. Really, really impressed. Honestly, really impressed by his recent physique. I think he looks good. I think he looks good. He looks in good shape. He's got a water bottle in his hand. He's keeping himself hydrated. He has a bra for some reason. I'm not sure if that's Dana's bra or John Jones's bra, but he looks in good shape. I'm very proud of Daniel Cormier. Shout out to DC. So that's about it, guys. A bit of a slow news week, but it's fine. That it's to be expected. It's a Belal Muhammad fight week. Make sure you guys like and sub. What are your guys' thoughts on all the news topics that I spoke about today? Become a member in the description. Peace.